That tomorrow spring is here. Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? This is Dusty, your buddy, over here on the West Coast. How'd you like that new intro? Wasn't that cool? That was done by Galaxy Art, with some music by Carolyn, and thrown together by Cowboy Bob. Cowboy Dave. Bob. Cowboy Bob? Why did I say Cowboy Bob? But Cowboy Dave put that together for us. So hope you enjoyed that. And in the call, we have a lot of wonderful, wonderful people that are going to help us judge mustaches. And that would be starting out with our good friend Lee Tockar is here.
Hello there. How are you, Dustykatt?
How are you, Mr. Lee?
I'm all right. I'm all right. This is very exciting.
Awesome.
Little post-Movember.
Yes, post-Movember. And we also have King Harold of FOB Equestria, who put this little shindig together.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. And Screwball is in the call.
How's it going?
Yeah, Screwball's here. And also we have Mr. John Lancie.
Howdy.
Howdy, John. How you doing?
Good.
We're going to have Trevor and Peter join us a little bit later. They're running a little late, but they will be here at a later time. We don't have much time with John today, so we're going to get straight to it. But I'm going to show you one of the things that is going to be won tonight is the beautiful colored pencil drawing done by Mr. Baron Engel of Dr. Derpy. As you can see, these are a little different from each other as they have sketches around them, plus the beautiful framing. And he surprised me by actually sketching on the back of these. You'll have to take it off the wall to see it, but each one is different, so each winner is going to get a totally different pick. So, and we're going to go forward. So, I know that we got Lee's judging and my judging are in, and so is Peter's. So, of course, King, you have that, right?
I do.
Yeah, awesome. So, because of the time crunch, we're going to do this a little bit differently. So, John, go ahead and give us a little bit, give us your scores for the mustaches, as it were. And hopefully I can find the right pictures because I had these in order. John, you there?
Oh yeah, I didn't know you were talking to me.
Yeah. So we got the scores from me and from Lee and from Peter, and I was going to go through your scores on the mustaches. I'm going to try and find the right mustaches here because got these in order.
I am trying to.
I'd like to start
this off by saying, Dusty, I think that everyone knows that in this fandom, it's your mustache that is Movember all year round.
That it is. All year long. I'm gonna throw Yep. I'm going to try and throw a couple of these up here, find out where I'm at. Oh, there's one. Just trying to figure out where I start here. Sorry about this, folks. We're getting a little sidetracked in order because of John's schedule, but that's okay. We're going to do our best to accommodate him. Yeah, there we go. There's Spike with his mustache. So we start right here. So we're starting with the military to start off with. And we have mustache number 1. So what do you think, John? In order, what do you think about mustache number 1?
Oh, well, okay. This is mustache number 1 did not do very much for me since I had to choose, since the different ones, they did not fall into a category.
Mm-hmm.
I added, by the way, a category.
Okay.
Which is just...
Trev, that you?
Hey.
Trevor, that you?
Oh, that's Trevor.
Nice. Okay, we got John on the line giving his scores right now real quick, and then we'll get to you.
Okay.
All right, so Trevor's here.
I added a category just for the fun of it.
Go right ahead.
And that category is just called weirdness.
Ooh.
That's a good category.
Yes.
And then I did go through fullness, design, stylization. As I said to you, design and stylization is a little hard to make a distinction.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did a overall sort of a 1, 2, and 3, and first, second, and third place, and they have mostly to do with sort of like the whole package.
Okay.
So that was sort of the best that I could kind of understand the direction.
Awesome.
Okay.
No problem there.
Okay.
So what you got?
Do you want to hear them in there? Okay. Weirdness.
Okay.
My category number 1 for weirdness is number 9. The reason I chose number 9 is that I had to blow up the picture to find the mustache. I just thought, well, that is a stealth mustache.
Stealth mustache. Let me see if I can find that one here.
Appropriate for military.
Okay. For fullness, which
Mm-hmm.
was the first of the official things, I have number 6.
6.
Number 6 looks to me like, the caterpillar on the lip mustache. If that is 1 month's worth of growth, this guy has a hairy mustache.
Make sure I got the right one here.
Number for
There you
design,
go.
I
That's
had
6.
number
10.
It is a very wry sort of 1920s The Butler. The Butler ate the canary look, actually. And for style,
Mm-hmm.
I had number 2, which was sort of a variation of it, but number 2 has more to do with now, where if number 10 was downstairs, this guy is definitely, of the upstairs crowd. And he has
Very
that
Downton
little,
Abbey.
Yes, right. He has that little pre-1930s or actually 1930s sort of, look there.
Cool.
And therefore, my number 1
Mm-hmm.
is, in fact, number 10.
Number 10. Okay.
My number 2
Mm-hmm.
is number 12
Okay.
in terms of it being just a very classic mustache.
Yeah.
And my number 3 is number 2.
Nice.
Okay.
Beautiful. So that's the military. And what do you got for the bronies on the civilian side?
Okay. And that's the one in which I'm just having a little bit of problem getting these pictures to show again. Maybe what I should do is get rid of, here, that's what I'll do. I got rid of I didn't bring them both categories up at the same time. Okay. Well, and it's giving it to me in the strangest view here. It's a little difficult, so I have to toggle back and forth. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. Ask somebody else a question while I just figure out why it is that I'm seeing. I can't see my screen and my what I want.
Okay. Trevor, how you doing? We haven't talked to you.
I'm all right.
Awesome. We haven't talked to you in a little bit. How you been?
I've been good.
Awesome.
My God, John put a lot of effort into that.
Yes. Yes, he did.
The best kind of effort.
How much effort did you put in?
Oh, a tremendous amount, actually.
Awesome.
Oh, I've got all sorts of categories,
Trevor, really?
I took a list. To make a list. I made a list.
Making a list. Checking it twice.
I was just working with Trevor this morning on Johnny Test, and we didn't speak of it once. I think we were both looking at we were both keeping it a secret.
Oh,
I think we
didn't want to spill the proverbial beans.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So, Trev, talk to me about the mustache.
About the mustache.
About
well,
the
first
mustache.
of all, I must say, in terms of the quality, the overall quality, I must say, quite impressive. There was some pretty weird stuff, and I got to say, I like the weird things too. I like the whole bizarre designs going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't be as thorough in my descriptions as John was because I'm not on a computer with the pictures right now. So I just have a list of the order I put them in. So I can't really talk too much detail about each one, but so my list is going to be really boring.
Okay. Well, I will try to follow along because my list of pictures is very short. It's not telling me which one is which, so I'm sort of like kind of messed up myself.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I'm having to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and try to remember where I put them because I have a very small screen and it's doing stupid things. So
right.
I'm going to do my best.
I might be able to find those pictures on another computer and send them over to this one so I can talk in more detail about it. So, in the meantime, Lee,
what do you got? Well,
I am sitting here on two. I'm not at my studio, so I too am on my phone. But I got my iPad in front of me, and I do have my list here in front of me. So I'm working with 3 different forms of media here, right from print form, which I scrawled out by hand, to the pictures, which I have on my iPad, through the talkie device on my iPhone, by which I am talking to you. So we have from the archaic to the insane.
Yes.
If you'd like, I could give you my mustachioed, because I think that I have an affinity. My character has a mustache, and so
Absolutely. What I'm going to do.
Should I start with the military, or let me just do? I'll start with the military first. Only because
actually, here's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. I can actually make this work.
What would you like me to do, Dusty?
I can make this work.
How would you like me to approach it?
And so people can see the mustaches, because right now I'm having trouble getting the audience to see the mustaches because of the thing. So we're going to start with the non-military. We're going to start
the non-military.
Non-military.
All right.
We're going to start with mustache number 11. Okay. What score did you give Mustache number 1?
I don't have the numbers. I sent these. I just picked out my top 3 from my other computer, sent them to me on my iPad. Now I'm across town from there, so I didn't put the numbers on them. I just have the names that I wrote down by hand with the pictures.
We did a lot of work on this one, folks.
This is, you know what? I think so. This is going very well. This is going very well. Yeah.
So I'm just scrolling through the pictures of the mustaches so everyone can get some screen time, and the audience can see the mustaches, and then we'll just talk about your choices, your top 3 choices for non-military mustache. Go.
Right. My third choice was Harriet. Now it's Herriot.
Mm-hmm.
And just because he has a very straight, honest look, he has that kind of very serious, peering into your soul kind of military-ness about him. So I chose him just because it's very clean, it's honest, it is what it is, not trying to be what it is not.
Right.
2,
Norman.
Wait a minute, which one? What number is that?
Well, I don't know because I don't have the numbers in front of me, unfortunately. So I'm hoping that Dusty.
Oh, so but you have. You said somebody's name?
Yes.
I mean, you have a name?
There were names.
Do you have names attached to these?
The thing is that we didn't get the names to you, John. I'm sorry for that.
What's that?
We didn't get the names to you. They were just numbered.
Oh, okay. So I can maybe.
And I had no numbers. I just had names.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, we had lots of prep for this one, folks.
I'll give names to these guys willy-nilly then.
That'll work. But you're number 2.
And Trevor, because you don't have any pictures, why don't you just describe via metaphor that you felt that the mustache was reminiscent of a squirrel climbing a tree of some kind?
This mustache reminds me of entropy.
Yes. That's very
nice.
That's very German. That's very much.
Well, hey, John.
Me of the cold and big world of my mother's womb. Anyway,
if John is ready, we need to go back to John because he has a very limited amount of time.
All right, so I'm going to put mine on hold then.
Put yours on hold.
Please inform the Bronydom, the fandom,
yes.
Your pick.
Yes.
Okay. For the non-military Brony, starting with my category, I understand nobody else had this, but a category called weirdness, I chose number 1.
Ooh.
That is got to be just the weirdest picture I've seen. I want to impress upon this young man that it doesn't work, but there are countries where probably he would get a job with that.
I'm trying to find it. I think I know which one he's talking about. Not that one.
That face.
No, I concur.
Yeah, that face do. I mean, I can't decide whether he's going to kill me or do something. or do something. And I love the fact that he's wearing a hat that looks like he's a mounted policeman or something like that.
Yeah,
so,
that's the one right there. I had that same idea. It's like, are you trying to kill me? But yeah.
Okay, for fullness,
I
gave it to number 3.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Again, a very this is non-military Brony, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And I mean, it just stands for itself. If this guy was able to do this in a month's time, that's pretty amazing. Okay. For design, I gave it the number 4.
Okay.
It is a version of number 1, but it's whimsical. It sort of has a Jules Vernian feel to it. I can see this person, dressed up in that type of outfit, and having one of those walking sticks that you pull on, and there's a scabbard in there. So I thought that was nice. That's design. Stylization, I had number 11. this dude is on the make. There's no question. He is. He's all set up. He's taking his mustache and goatee quite seriously.
Yes.
So with that, I can say that my first pick for number one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait a minute, that doesn't make sense at all. Something went awry here.
You're doing well, John. You're doing very well.
Yeah, but I picked number 10. But number 10 doesn't mean anything to me. What happened there? Number 6. Well, I must have made a typo here. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Number 1 is, in fact, 11. The guy who's taking his mustache quite seriously. Number 2 is number 6. Very sort of romantic, nice mustache. Really fits his face well, and I thought it was nice.
Cool.
And number 3 is the guy with the fullness mustache, which is he's my third pick. He's third time. He just has the classic mustache.
I think we're trying to get Peter in the call right now.
Nice.
Oh, that's.
It sounds like somebody.
Is that?
Yep.
That's probably Peter new.
We're trying to get Peter in right now. So if you hear that, it's Pete. Is that?
Oh, that sounded from this angle.
He's phoning from a rotary phone somewhere in the heart of Vancouver on a street corner.
I'm calling from the 1970s.
The 1970s.
There he is.
Pete's here. Nice.
Is that Peter new?
Peter new.
Everybody.
Oh, it's your old pal Lee. How are you, sir?
Lee, I'm well, thank you. Hello, Trevor, Screwball,
Awesome.
Hello, Lee. Well, I mean, Peter. Hello, Lee, as well. But Lee, Peter.
Hello to you all. Hello
to you all.
Good to see you.
Well, now that we've got the hellos underway.
Yes.
Did John just
now that
drop
we're halfway through, and only just everybody just got here.
Yes.
Did John just drop out? Is that what I'm seeing?
I don't know.
No, I'm here.
No,
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Yes.
Yes. So he's going to have to drop out here in a few minutes. So we're going to spend a few minutes thanking Mr. Delancey for his time to come in and help us with this charity, and he has to go.
No, I'm okay. I'm waiting for the. I'm waiting for. So let's go a little longer because I'm waiting for this.
Okay.
I've set it up so that I'm going to get a little text message saying.
Oh, awesome.
We need you. So,
okay, cool. So John will be around a little bit.
Going.
John will be around a little bit. So we have John's votes for mustache. Now we're going to go back to Lee and get Lee's finish up, and let's go back to civs. Let's go back to the civilians and give me some mustache, everybody.
Okay. Well, third. Now I'm just going by pictures because I did not have. Again, just to reiterate, I did not have the numbers associated with these. As that was not how I had sent it to myself from my other computer. So Harriet as number 3, HERRIOT.
Okay.
I found it to be a straight, honest, clean, wholesome, dare I say, slightly insane look to his eyes. So wholesome. Kind of worried that maybe he's going to go postal one day.
Yes.
But a very good, clean, straight mustache. That was Harriet. I liked his mustache. Very clean, very straight. Let's see. For number 2, this email. I have my iPad and my iPhone and my. Okay. Now number 2, Norman Sanzo.
Ah, yes, Norman.
And I believe Norman is from Malaysia. Is that?
I believe he is. He's a regular to our show.
I really enjoyed his look. It's kind of fun. He looks like he's thinking about something kind of funny, which I appreciate because having worked with Gary Larson, I can say I like people who are thinking of funny thoughts. and don't say anything. They just have this look like they're amusing themselves, which is what I think represents me. Number one, for the civs. Am I saying this right? The civilians?
The civilians?
This is a brand new term to me, Dusty. Thank you.
The civis.
For the Lucivius, yes, for the Lucivius. I have to go with Mr. Martinez, with the fedora.
Ooh.
I just something about that guy just says he took his time. He's it's probably the hat. I mean, it goes. I know it has the accompanying goatee, but it's just icing on the cake.
There it is.
He made an effort. He spared no expense to show that no expense had been spared.
That mustache frames the face beautifully. Man who understands. Man who understands style.
He looks like a man who could find you things.
Yes. As a matter of fact.
You know what I mean? Like it's whatever you're looking for.
Whatever you're looking for.
Mr. Martinez, I'm looking for blah.
Yes.
And he'd say, well, Mr. Tockar, I can find you blah.
Yes.
$50,000 in a phone call. But he could do it.
Probably.
Well, those are my sins. Would you like to hear my military?
Yes. Bring us the military. Do it.
All right. So clicking back to this email. Now I'm going to go again from 3 down to 1. So now I chose 3 because again, very intense, sort of subtly intense look. Man's known combat. He could definitely take me in a fight.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's Opkbine, Opkbine. Just, style. It's understated without understating too much. It says what it is, and it's honest, and there it is. Okay. Number 2 is Earhart. I thought that it was good. It's kind of fun and bushy, and I don't know if he's drinking beer or what he's drinking, but I can tell that he's a man who imbibes, or at least he looks like somebody I could sit across the table from and enjoy a good conversation.
Yes.
So I appreciated that.
There it is.
And number 1, I would say is Siegfried. I like Siegfried very much. He has this faraway look in his eye, it's looking up and away, and he has that kind of faraway look, and it looks like he could be in some kind of a like the First World War or something, where they had very nicely trimmed mustachios. It wasn't a mustache then. It was a mustachio. And looks like he's posing for something, which I appreciated.
Going over the trench with his broomstick handgun. Over the wall, boys! Over the wall.
So there it is. Those are my favorites.
Awesome.
I did not have any of the other categories that Mr. Delancey had. I also based my mustaches on what would look worse on an old woman.
and somehow, Lee, that doesn't surprise me.
You were picturing me, weren't you? You pictured me.
No,
I know.
No, well, yes, I was.
Awesome, thank you, Lee.
No,
absolutely.
Of course I wasn't. As we all know, Dustykatt has the best mustachio in the fandom.
Oh yeah,
all year round.
Undefeatable.
Yeah, I'm just this guy.
So that's my 2 cents.
Yes.
That's my 2 cents.
I actually got to get out of here pretty soon. Can I throw mine at you? I found the pictures now, so I know what the hell I'm talking about.
You got it, Trev. Go. You're next.
Right.
They just sent a whole bunch of new pictures.
Yeah.
But please use grand metaphor that have nothing to do or related at all to the pictures, just because it's kind of entertaining. I want to hear about mountain lions on escarpments. I want fuzzy caterpillars on battlements. I want go crazy.
No.
It's for the kids, Trevor. It's for the kids.
You're hurting my brain when you ask for these things, Lee.
I'm sorry. Then stick with the pictures. Never mind. What do I know?
All right, so I didn't get any funky categories either. I just got a bunch of pictures and the instructions to rate these pictures by number of points. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you my top 3, starting with the 3rd place in each one.
Do it.
Is this military or non-military?
This is military. So, let's bring these up. Yeah. Military. In the number 3 place for the military, I've got number 12. And I don't have any names for these lads. But number 12 is a fine-looking fella with a lovely red mustache, and he's looking up into the sky as though he's expecting Jetty to stop.
That was my number 1.
Same gentleman I just had up there.
Nice.
Yes.
So I think it's a quality mustache. It's trimmed, it's neat, but it has some fullness, some body to it, and it sort of has like little hairy fingers that want to caress the upper lip a bit. It's a bit creepy, and I dig. I dig.
I'm sorry, you wanted to caress his mustache?
No. I don't want to. I'm saying his mustache.
You didn't. Oh.
No. There will be no caressing mustache. So that was third place, and my second place in the military is number 11.
Ooh.
Number 11. Now, this is a fine mustache, but I have to say it was just the look captured on the face of number 11 that really makes me go, you know what? This guy deserves a number 2 spot.
That's something for his resume, isn't it?
Yes, this
You'll
guy
always
has
be number 2 to me, kiddo.
This is a guy whose face says, "He who comes in second is the first to lose the race." So I like it.
Awesome. Who's your number 1 in the military category?
And in the military, my number 1 pick is number 6.
Ooh.
I like I think there's a nice little space between the nose and the mustache there, and I just think it's unique. And it's full, and again, it sort of drapes over the lip, but it's still neat and trim and tidy. And this is a mustache that I think sort of says, what? You know what I mean? I look at this mustache.
Could have won the war. A mustache that could have won the war.
The mustache that, by God, should have won the war. And in the non-military categories, I think there was a lot of crossover from what I was hearing from the other lads. But in the number 3 spot,
yes,
is number 8.
8.
Yes, number 8. We've got a lovely handlebar here, which I'm always a fan of the handlebars. And again, you know, I'm a bit of a ginger myself, so I like the red mustache and the dark hair. I myself have a red beard and mustache with sort of blondie hair, so it's nice to be, polychromatic. But I like the handlebars. I feel like I could grab those handlebars and, like, steer his whole head. That's what I like about steer his head.
So Trev, what you're saying on the side is that you want to grab my face and steer me somewhere?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I gotta think about steering people's faces.
Well, and the conversation took a turn. It's just very intimate, all of a sudden.
And
these are the kinds of conversations we normally have, aren't they?
Nah, number 2. Number 2.
Number 2 spot, we have number 3. Number 3 in the number 2 spot. Now, this guy, I think, has not only the mustache, but the look and demeanor of an RCMP officer. I must say, we put the hat from the other guy on this guy, and you've got what should be the standard RCMP look, as far as I'm concerned. That's a quality mustache. It's got a little bit of age in it, some experience, some flecks of gray, which show that this man has grown a mustache in the past, and by God, he'll do it again.
And next time it shall win the war.
And next time it will.
That's the one.
God win that war for us, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
And finally...
You see, Trevor, you know, I just want to say, can I interject? You know, considering that you have, you know, you're saying that you didn't, you know, you don't have this, you don't have that, you're not using metaphors. You're doing great. You really are. You're doing a really good job. Like, I feel like I'm not looking at the pictures you're seeing, but I feel like I am. You know?
I feel like I'm looking at the pictures, but that's because I am looking at the
pictures.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
I don't know.
So, Mr. Devall, who is your winner?
And in the number 1 spot for non-military mustache is number 4. And I'll tell you, not only is this nice and weird mustache, this guy obviously did a lot of work trying to shape this sucker. which is great. And you know what? I look at this mustache, and to me, that says horse. I look at this guy, I think, horse. He's got a horse hoof on his face. He's got a horse hoof on his face. My God.
I gotta find it.
Are you trying to do? Was that Trevor? Were you doing Gilbert? Were you just doing Gilbert? Okay. Ever since last Saturday, I've heard that you've been trying to do my Gilbert contest. We're gonna have a Gilbert off.
Oh, God.
There it is.
We gotta get on the line with Godfrey to start.
I like that one.
Oh my God! I can't believe it. It's not gonna be irritating at all. We're gonna say all the mustaches like Godfrey comes out. 24 hours of Gilbert screaming.
I'm sorry, folks. I've lost control already.
Let's not do that.
Trevor, those are great. Those are great.
Actually, I'm not sorry at all.
That was well thought out, well executed.
Absolutely.
Well thought out.
Well, you know, I took most of the weekend to analyze my thoughts on this. And
is that where you were? Because we were all wondering where you had got to. You had sequestered yourself away in the Vancouver Public Library.
I did. No, I went to a small mountain lodge, and I stayed there with several native Indian people who came with the peace pipe, and we shared dream quests, and only then was I able to come up with a complete list.
My Sherpas could have totally taken your Trailblazers, man. Like I had Sherpas. I was supposed with Sherpas.
You know what? I thought I was your friend. I thought I was your friend. You didn't take me on this dream quest?
Well,
I'm hurt.
I tried to get a hold of you on Friday and said, "Hey, I'm going out with the Sherpas to think about the mustache. You want to come along?"
You gotta give me a week's notice. You know, I gotta put in for work.
You were sitting in a sweat lodge.
I gotta put in at work. You know, I work weekends. You gotta give me a little bit Scotia time. You know. So
anyway, listen, Dusty, I gotta run.
Okay, thank you, Trev.
Trevor,
thank you, guys.
Trevor,
And
for all the fans watching, can you please do a Iron Will?
I would like to just say congratulations to all the bronies out there who actually took the time to grow their mustaches. Iron Will says thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trev, for coming by, and you have a great evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Yep.
Trevor, see you later soon.
See you, Trev. Awesome. So
I have to go too, but I want to change all of my suggestions to what Trevor said.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. There's no time. Yeah.
Oh, John.
John, you have a great evening, sir.
I'm easily swayed.
John, you have a great evening, sir.
And John,
thank you very much.
Could you please do a Discord laugh for us? Many have been asking.
A Discord mouth?
Laugh.
A laugh.
Awesome. Thank you again.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
John Delancey, we'll talk to you soon. And, yeah, I guess we'll see you at one of these conventions pretty soon.
Really soon.
You will. See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
See you, John.
That means we have Lee Tockar. We have Screwball. We have King Harold. But we haven't heard from
Peter
New. Let the pigeons loose.
What's going on? Why are you so quiet over there? I've been saying things. You've not been hearing things?
No, we haven't heard a thing. You see, I will check your microphone. Blow the dust off your microphone,
Anything? Anything?
Yes.
Everything. We can hear you.
I've been quietly respectful of all the thought that you've been putting into this.
Quiet and respectful are two of the worst traits to have as a voice actor.
Yes.
Well, yes.
I'm learning that.
True. That's true.
Yes.
I've been listening because I've been trying to get material for what to say, because I went into this whole thing thinking I'm going to judge this by what I think is the most awesome. And I know that there was supposed to be categories of fullness and style and everything else, but that all, to me, awesome kind of blankets everything else. So I just kind of reacted to it and went, what's the most awesome? And so I'd like to give you my results, if I may.
Do it. What do you want? Military or non-military
So
first?
please be not quiet nor respectful, but loud and belligerent.
I was thinking I would do it meekly.
Yeah. Well, that's a choice.
Meekly and with, I don't know. So I'm going to start with the
and
military.
As a mime.
Yes, I'm going to do it in mime on this audio call. Thank you, Lee. Could you interpret for me, please? I'm starting now.
Yes. Okay. And he's in a box. He's twizzling an invisible mustache. Now Peter New is walking against the wind, bracing his mustache and fighting his own mustache. Okay, go Peter.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I bore myself.
Yes.
I know, it's interesting, isn't it? How much you're boring. Fantastic. Oh, ouch. So I'm going to start military. My top three, starting with my third from the top.
Okay.
13, 12, 11. My third from the top is actually number one.
Number one.
Ooh. I thought I like the there's something wry going on with this guy, and I like his style.
Nice.
And I thought that was a good, solid mustache that it was deserving of placement.
Okay.
Number two for me, second place is. Hang on a second. I have to figure out. Is number.
And next in line is Peter New.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6. Number 6. Again.
Why did you pick that one, Peter? Why did you pick number 6?
Well, thank you for asking, Lee. Again.
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw it to you.
I like this guy's attitude. It's like a guy you could sit down and have a drink with, and I believe he's having a drink right now, and it makes me want to have a drink right now.
That is why I chose him as my number 2.
Right. So that mustache is making me want booze, and anything that makes me want have a drink is okay with me. I then will go with my number 1, and again, other people have rated this mustache quite highly, and it's number 12, looking up into the air with his brilliant ginger mustache. A man has to be proud.
Yes.
Of that ginger.
That was your number 1, Peter?
My number 1 is number 12.
You know what? I picked the same number 1 and number 2 as you did.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Oh my God, we're like same piece.
I gotta find it.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? Oh my God. No, that's civilian.
No, that's a good one too. The
gotta
thing
find
is,
it.
like here, all of these mustaches it was really hard actually. And when I agreed to do this, I was like, yeah, I'll rate some mustaches. But you know what? It was actually really difficult.
Yeah.
It was.
There was some good stuff going on.
How many were there that went through offhand?
All of them.
All
there
of
it
them.
is. Yeah.
All of them.
Totally, there were about 70 who turned in their mustaches.
70 people.
Man.
Wow. All right.
So if you got in this top, let's see, 11 for the non-military and 14 for the military, you got some good lip mustache going on.
Yeah.
Good lip sweater.
Absolutely.
Okay, Peter, give me your civs.
My civs. So number 4 is I just gave away my number 1 is number 4. We're gonna go in reverse order on these guys. So my top guy, like did it backwards by mistake, is number 4. And again, it's the same thing. I love that. Like, there's obviously a lot of attention to making that little hook happen on the cheek there. I've not really seen anything like it, and and he looks pretty happy with it. Yeah. So presentation means a lot to me.
And wearing it with pride.
Yeah. And
there he is.
Next, number 2 for me.
Wait,
was number
dare
8.
I say unabashedly stachioed?
Yes.
Oh, unabashedly stachioed. Where have
nice.
you been
unabashedly stachioed?
Number 2 for me was number 8, the guy in the blue top there with the big handlebar. And I agree with Trevor. You do kind of want to just take it for a drive, don't you? So, yeah. Right. So I don't know. That's a good one. And my number 3 spot was number 3. Interestingly. And again, it's a good, a big, full, furry. I mean, I don't think I can grow a mustache like that in a month. and I got to admire a guy that can. So.
No, wait a minute, Peter. You can grow, but it's on your resume that he can grow his beard and facial hair very quickly.
Yeah, but I'm an actor. I lie on my resume. It takes me 6 weeks to get that.
Okay. All right.
That's a secret. That's a secret to acting, folks. Lie on resume.
On my acting resume, I lie too. I actually say I'm an actor. So
that's
the
cool.
biggest lie of all.
We now have all the votes. All the votes are in. So, King.
How do you tally these things?
King Harold.
Yep, I basically have the latest technology in spreadsheets looking for me here.
So while you calculate, we're going to commercial. So when we come back from commercial, we're going to have some question and answer going on with Peter and Lee, and we will have the winners of our little mustache competition. So stick around.
And also, I would like to add that as we are going away to commercial, we are all going to be simultaneously growing mustaches.
Yes, we will. I'm going to sing us out to the break. Ready? My little
yes, can I accompany you?
My little mustache, very growing. Gonna grow it really fast.
We'll be right back.
I'm gonna make that.
Hi there, I'm Techrat. You may know me from such brony web comedy shows as The Equestria Inquirer, and, well, that's it really. You know, I'm not really an evil villain, but I sometimes play one on the interwebs. During these times, I usually need to acquire a devious top hat and a dastardly mustache. The top hat is easy. But how does one acquire a dastardly mustache at a moment's notice? I don't have time to do it the natural way, which is why I rely on Number 25 by Twilight Sparkle. It's perfect when I need that extra bit of upper lip fuzziness without the annoying hassle of waiting for it to grow. I just apply a little bit to the desired area, and I immediately have a perfect snidely whiplash for evil twirling. Now, perhaps you're wondering how this amazing product works. Well, the secret is that Number 25 is concentrated growth magic in a jar. Yes, that's right. The same growth magic used to give Snips and Snails epic handlebars have been packaged and is now available wherever enchanted hair products are sold. Twilight Sparkle's unique, patented process transforms her magical blasts into a pleasant-smelling facial cream, which guarantees that each jar of Number 25 will be potent and effective. Don't be fooled by similar products that claim to grow amazing facial hair, but barely leave you with a 5 o'clock shadow. Only Number 25 promises a perfect mustache every time, or your money back. Just call 1-800-STASH-ME to get your very own jar of Number 25. And if you order right now, we'll throw in a pair of Trixie's magical mustache shears absolutely free. Order today, because you can't have the perfect stash unless you have Number 25 in your stash.
And we're back. and we're back, and I'm not mentioning that. And I'm not mentioning where it sits either.
No. It's one of it's great. Now I look like I'm a pirate now. It was on my cornea. I had my eye removed.
My eye mole removed. Yeah.
I can't control it any longer, folks. I can't.
I have a tattoo on my pupil, but I think it might have been an error.
Nice.
I squeezed it and nothing came out. I don't know.
I squeezed it, but nothing. Oh. So we're back.
How bizarre can we make? No, I think we must descend now into absolute chaos.
Absolutely. Well, we can't do that. So. Discord left.
Yeah, John's not here. What are you talking about?
Oh, King.
Yeah.
Save me.
The segues continue.
Save me, King.
Okay. The machine has done a thing, and it's calculated the final scores.
Final scores. Everybody.
And,
okay, let's go civilian first. So,
should we have drum rolls?
Everybody, drum roll. Who wins?
And the second place civilian is contestant number 4.
Ta-da!
Yay! Contestant number 4! Fanfare.
Do we have his name?
The name is Scalabrini.
Scalabrini. Congratulations to you. Well done. Da, da, da. And the winner of the civilian competition is...
The winner is, with 41 points, is contestant number 3, Harriet.
Harriet! Yay! Harriet, you win! Da, da, da. And you win one of these. Congratulations!
What did you win? A year supply of mustache wax?
Yes, a year supply of mustache wax. No, you don't. You get a wonderful drawing and some other fabulous prizes. So, let's go to the military. Give us our second place winner, please.
The second place winner in the military category is contestant number 6, Siegfried.
Siegfried! Woo! Congratulations to you, Siegfried. Yay! And now, the winner of the military section of the Dustykatt and Stache-Off.
And now, the grand winner.
The grand winner.
Brony's
Drum roll, please.
And the winner is contestant number 12, Earhart.
Earhart! Yay! Woo! Congratulations! Congratulations to you! And you get this one, which I have the second one right here. Let me get it out. Oh, this is the second one. You get this and some other fabulous prizes. And of course, there's some more sketches on the back, as you can see. You'll have to take it off the wall to see the sketches, but they're there. Yay! So, thank you very much, everybody, for participating in the contest. But the real winner is the Movember charity, and we raised how much money for them, King?
We ended up at $2,554, I think.
$2,554 for men's health charities around the world. So, very good.
Cool.
Very good charity there.
Cool.
And when you're my age, that's when you need to start thinking about it. So, thank you all for participating for the next however long we want to go. We got Peter and Lee for a little bit. So why don't we go into some question and answer with the Screwball?
Who's that?
The Screwball is here.
Whoa. There's been a few coming in and going, and sorry, I'm just trying to catch my breath and get this. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem.
So this one is from Daring Bot. Question is, one day if you're asked to join the show as a new pony, would you do it for free?
Who, me?
Peter, would you like to flag that one?
Nope.
It is after all a job.
It is our job.
And bills must be paid.
Yes.
And yes, bills.
Yes.
The hydro and the electricity companies, they
need their money.
They don't care if we're generous.
No,
not at all.
Unfortunately.
Now me, if they wanted to make a background pony that said 2 words, that I could go up there and get the experience and learn from these 2 gentlemen in Vancouver, just to be in the room for 2 minutes to say 1 line, do it a heartbeat for free.
Free.
Call me Hasbro. Next.
Why are we whispering? Why are we all whispering?
I don't know.
Why don't y'all eat when people whisper?
It's very clandestine. Well, it would have to be. Okay, because I remember him. Yes. Peter's mine.
Next question, Screwy.
Peter's interpretation of walking downstairs. That was wonderful. Wow, that was good.
I don't mind the music.
No, it's good. It's good. It really brought me there.
I know, right?
Okay, so I'm sorry. What was the question?
Screwy.
I don't know. I lost it. I'm just gonna move on. I'm just gonna move on because I don't know. I'm just gonna move on. This one is from. This is a new one. This one's from Wub and Tolerate.
Yay.
Question to the judges of Movember.
Hey, that's some of us.
Actually, that one. Where is it? I lost it.
Here we go.
I got it. One second.
Okay. All right. We believe in you. We believe in you.
Do it. This one is from Open Tolerate. The question is, any tips on growing a mustache?
Yeah, get yourself a bottle of number 25.
On Miracle on 34th Street, when Santa was asked if he keeps his whiskers underneath or outside of the covers, he said, outside, let them grow. The fresh air makes them grow.
Yep.
It's a Christmas theme, right?
Yes.
See how I tied it all in there?
Absolutely.
You did it well.
That was good tying in.
Nice tie in there, Lee.
And if that doesn't work, horse steroids. Actually, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah. Just, over the counter stuff, not like,
Yeah, no, you don't want to get into that mess in downtown alley.
Yeah. No.
Because your hair might grow, but they'll come and rip it out if you can't pay.
Yep.
That hurts.
Exactly. Right? So, there's that.
There's that.
Next.
No, I never thought you'd say that ever again. This one is from Gavin Japp.
Gavin.
Question is, which moment in your life have you looked back and thought, why did I do that?
Dude, I'm 44 years old. I have a list.
Plenty of them. Why did I do that?
What's the one that stands out most?
I'd say 85 to 86.
Let's see.
Why that year? Why? What was I thinking?
I kind of think, for me, I think it was 1992.
1992?
Yeah, 92. I'm not that much younger than you, or if at all, but it just happened a lot later.
I would have to say probably 2001 to 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, but those Polaroids were blurry. That could have been anybody.
That's true.
Oh, boy.
But it wasn't anybody. It was you.
It was me.
Yeah.
I need that for my drink.
Yep.
My mustache!
My mustache! No. Your mustache is fabulous!
Yeah.
There you go. That's for all the brony mustachioed fellows out there who took the time to get to the cause.
You know, Lee, you know that I know fashion, and you look marvelous today.
Oh, well, I feel marvelous.
You look marvelous.
And the trick is not to, it does not matter whether you feel marvelous, but you have to look marvelous.
Yes.
See, I'm as old as you, so
yep,
I know.
Absolutely. And all these kids have absolutely no idea what we just said.
I know the reference.
No, yeah, all these kids have absolutely no idea what we just said. None.
Nope, it's over my head. I have no idea.
That's
I
what
think it
makes
was
Billy
Saturday-
Crystal a star, I tell you.
Saturday Night Live or SCTV? It was Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live.
Billy Crystal.
Jamie Foxx doing the ding dong thing last night was absolutely a scream. Oh my god.
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh.
But it sounds intriguing.
Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx playing a ding dong on Weekend Update.
Okay.
Knowing your mind, you can just come up with it. It's.
Well, I'm
it.
there right now.
Watch it because it's freaking a scream. But next, Screwy.
This one is from Dragoon. 77777. That's a lot of 7. Question for Lee. How is Fanbuilt coming along?
Yes, tell us about the Fanbuilt.
It's coming along fantastically. We're only a couple of weeks away from releasing, from launching. I have been slowly kind of hinting and teasing and letting the world know a little bit about what we're about. It's going to be, I hope it's going to be as big as everybody says it is. I really want all of the support from all the fandoms and all the communities, because I'm building something really fun for everybody. It's a really great idea. And I come up with a lot of ideas, but this is probably the best one I'm ever going to think of. And I spent 2 years thinking about it, and I'm giving it to the world because I really think that this sort of thing should be out there. And without saying too much, we're going to be doing, the next 2 weeks, we're going to be doing press releases and PR splashes and doing the things, so people are going to know more and more and more. But on December 21st, 2012, look up fanbuilt.com or fanbuilt.ca and come and play and work, and it's have fun together. And the end result I will release right now, right here, is that the end result of the efforts that you all put into Fanbuilt will be wrapped together in a show for broadcast television, for Cartoon Network, for YTV, for Teletoon, called Fanbuilt. So that is a big release that I'm just saying right here on your show, Dusty. So awesome. That's about as much as I'm legally allowed to say right now, but yes. I'm building a place for people to go. Yes, legally obliged and allowed to say and admit, yes. But once Fanbuilt is built and you all come and play there, all of your efforts, all of the things that you do will be put together in a show called Fanbuilt, and we have some amazing, powerful executive producers whom I will not be able to say, but I can say are in like Flynn. And we have I'm meeting with my tax lawyer tomorrow morning to talk about the investors' investment. And right now it looks like we've got our $500,000 investment. Mm-hmm. And I want to thank all of the people like Mike Bernstein and all of his crew over at Poison Joke. Awesome. I know that they also work with your show, and Sean, who's a designer in Australia. And Nash is busy clacking away on his keyboard, being a genius wunderkind in Sweden, and Cowboy Dave and all the people that are helping out with this. It's hopefully, I want you all to come and play. It's going to be big, but it can only be big if you support it. And so we need numbers and we need eyeballs on looking at our site. And it's all for free and it's all for fun.
And as soon as you launch, we'll have you back on the show to talk all about it.
I would love to. I'd be honored. I'll give you one of the first exclusives.
Awesome.
Yes. Anyway, so that's all that. So thank you for asking. Who was that from again, Screwball?
That one was from Gavin Jack, one of my friends.
Yep.
Gavin, thank you very much for asking, Gavin. And I also want to give a shout out to Austin in Seattle because he said that he was having a hard time getting the live stream. I saw on the Twitter came in that he couldn't log in, so he's going to have to go and check this out at a later date.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Next screen.
Austin, yeah.
So this one is from Jet Gray. Question is, have you ever used your voice acting talents out in the public away from work?
So you started to garble up there. What was that again? Can you say that again?
Oh. Sorry, from Jet Gray, the question is, have you used your voice acting talents outside of the workplace in public?
Well, Peter used to use it to pick up girls.
and Lee just uses it Lee uses it all the time for everything.
I used it to get discounts at the movies. I get free popcorn.
I have a cup of coffee.
Ordering pizza, yeah.
Actually, when I first moved to Vancouver, I was on welfare and food banks, and it was quite hard to, when I knew what I wanted to do, and nobody would hire me because I had to go to these auditions. And so I was fresh out of school, and I used to tell jokes for food over on Robson Street, a place called Cafe Milieu. I used to tell jokes to people to get day old bread and all that stuff until I could make my way.
That's so Parisian of you. Somehow.
Well, it's a little bit Artful Dodger of me, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's maybe that. Yeah.
I can see Lee. I can see Lee standing on a corner in a beret with a loaf of French bread. in a bag telling
right.
jokes.
That's what I'm seeing.
Listen to my Gilbert Gottfried.
There you go.
It's really good, I swear.
What about you, Peter? Did you ever
Yeah.
use it for how about nefarious circumstances? Did you use it for anything nefarious?
Well, I did try to
Any-
take over the world with the British accent once, but it didn't seem to work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think you constantly, as a voice actor, you sort of can't help but use silly voices in your daily life. I think you just do, and I've used my voice in various characterizations in other things and in comedy like Lee has, and I never stood on the street corner on Robson Street. And
I never stood on a street corner. Hold on. I went into the actual establishment.
You what now?
I
you went into an actual establishment. Oh.
I wasn't outside with a hat on the, a basket waiting for bread to be thrown into it.
I like that idea though. We should do that.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to announce that I have a nefarious plan to have Peter New and I be a comedy duo in Vegas for a show.
Oh.
So, would you like to announce that, Peter? Would you like to announce that?
Las Pegasus is coming up.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I've heard that it's coming up.
It's coming up.
And you guys need to go. Without a doubt, you guys need to go.
Well, it's all up to the gods it has, bro.
It's all up to the gods.
Yeah.
We're beating on that door hard.
We are not powerful like Mr. Delancey or Mr. Strong. We can only do what we are told to do and stand where we are told to stand for as long as they tell us to stand there.
Although we hope they do tell us to stand in Las Vegas. We'd love to go, I'm sure. I'd love to go. We'll see how it breaks down.
Yeah.
And certainly if we do go, I would love to do a comedy act somewhere on the strip. Wouldn't that be
That'd be awesome.
There you go.
That would be fun.
What should
And
I
it might be a little too new to do it right now. Like maybe we'll have something polished and prepared for Pegasus if it goes. But soon.
Yeah.
There is a bit of an announcement with Las Pegasus.
It is a kind of we've had two announcements here.
Well, yeah. Well, we got an announcement with Las Pegasus. So I need to get Draft in here. Draft. Yeah. The final draft is here.
How you doing? Hey, Bernstein.
Listen to you, Lee Tockar. Listen
to you, Bernstein.
You're a son of a bitch.
Quiet.
You are son of a.
I've lost it again.
Well, and it just went from PG to R.
No. We're quoting, so it's okay.
Yes. So Draft.
Oh, good. Yes, it's true. It's
Draft.
true. We're quoting.
Drafty.
Bye, everyone. Yeah. What?
Tell me the big news.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm really excited about this, and this is something that happened over the weekend. Everfree Network is going to be at Las Pegasus Unicon. That's right, folks. We are going to be there streaming the entire convention. We are also going to have a roving camera as well. So the Equestria Inquirer guys are going to be there. I'm trying to make sure that Saber and Paleo are there. And you can rest assured that I'm doing my damnedest to make sure that Mr. Tockar and Mr. New here are going to be there as well. So, yeah, we're going to be there. It's going to be awesome. Hooray.
Awesome.
You're missing two others. There's two others that are going to be there.
There's I heard that there's going to be this guy named Dusty Kittens.
Kitten, feline, pussy, feline.
Draft. I will.
I think
Draft. I know where you live.
You do?
Yeah. I can.
Are
find
you really going
I
to
can
find
you. I can find you.
Google Maps.
I'll stare intently at a Google map of where you probably are.
Yeah. There's no way Nash is putting Dusty Kittens in a bag. So.
Oh man. He wants to though. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know. Not happening.
So. Anyway, yeah, no, Dusty is going to be there.
Yep,
Screwy, you're going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
So sorry.
Screwy's going to be there. We might do it. We might do a show from there. We don't know yet, but we'll see what happens.
Sure fantastic.
We're going. I'm Peter, Lee, and actually to Trevor, who's had to leave us as well for tonight. I'm doing my damnedest, but it's like you said, you got to wait on the gods at Hasbro, and I think though I'm pretty confident that they're going to
care to win. Dusty Wusty Poofle Cat? You gotta come home sometime, God.
No, I'm really excited for that convention. It's got a lot of momentum behind it, and also, I mean, it's fucking Vegas. I mean,
yeah, it's Vegas.
It's Vegas, baby.
And what happens in Las Pegasus stays in Las Pegasus unless it gets live streamed by EFN.
Right. It'll be streamed. What happens in Vegas will be streamed online by EFN.
Yes.
From Vegas.
From Vegas.
Live from Vegas.
Yes.
So if you ain't going, you should
What
go.
happens in Vegas will be streamed from Vegas.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
And look forward. Pretty soon we're gonna be having more announcements regarding Vegas as well. Plus a couple other conventions I may or may not be talking. So yeah. Be good.
Yeah. So do you want to do the other announcement while we got you? There was a second announcement, was there not?
Announce it, man.
Was there?
No.
Lee, was that you?
Oh.
Did you want to make?
Well, maybe mine. I kind of pre-announced the pre-announcement.
Oh, you pre-announced the pre-announcement. Okay, we're done with that then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we're done.
I
Okay.
think we should preempt the post announcement because I pre-announced the pre-announcement.
Oh, there you go.
Earlier.
There you go.
I can say though, guys, I'm working with Lee on Fanbuilt. It's gonna be awesome.
So
it is pretty exciting.
So
again, it's really all up to the eyeballs that we get to the site. So we're gonna be we have some money allocated to do a big spread in Animation Magazine and Kids Screen Magazine, and we're not going half-assed. We're definitely
gonna do it.
We're
hard.
in it to win it.
We're in it to win it.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it hard.
In it to win it, and we already have how many countries are already? How many people from how many countries?
Something like 20 different countries. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we already have most of the countries of the world already know in some form or another about Fanbuilt. But when we launch, then we want everybody to come and play. And the big thing is we have producers that are going to be coming and working with Fanbuilt to.
Well, I think the thing is,
and that's where I stop talking.
No, but I think the thing is that people have heard about Fanbuilt. They know it's out there. They know that we've been working on it. I don't think they know quite how much we've been working on it, and they don't quite yet understand how awesome it's going to be. But you will. When the time is right, you will, because we want to do it right. That's why we're putting in so much work behind the scenes.
We don't have much time left in the show, so I'm going to boot Final Draft out of here. We're going to get back to questions. Yeah.
All right.
Boom. Get out.
Get out.
And listen, and on that note, I'm going to go and continue packing because I am still moving out of this place, and my wife and I just bought a house, so we're or a little townhouse, so I'm gonna do that before the dwindling hours of the day escapes me.
Thank you much for your time, Mr. Lee.
Well, thank you, Dustykatt, and thank you, Peter New, and thank you, Screwball, for everything. Thank you,
thank you the most, Lee. Thank you the most.
No, thank you the most. You're all fabulous.
Who got the love poison in here?
All right, you guys, listen, I've got to go.
Okay.
I want to thank you again. It's been a really fun time. And, Dusty, I wish you all the success in the world with this. And I can't wait to hear it back and snicker.
Yes. And when Fanbuilt goes live, we'll contact you again.
Yes, absolutely, my friend.
Okay.
And to all the fandom and everybody out there, this is Lee Tockar signing off. And I can't wait to meet all of you at the conventions and talk to all of you about Fanbuilt. And I leave you in the trusting and caring hands of Mr. Dustykatt. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you, Lee. Love ya.
Bye. Love you guys.
So, the last man standing.
The last man
standing.
And then there was one. The top of the heap.
That's right.
The man himself. Absolutely.
That'll show them.
That'll show them.
I can stay on the phone the longest.
Pete. Okay, Screwy. Let's do it.
Yeah. So this one is from Brony Watterson. Question to you, Peter, is what is the best moment you've had voice acting?
Oh. I think it was probably on an episode of LPS actually that hasn't gone to air yet, so I can't really talk about it.
Nuts.
I'm afraid, but I had a not too much longer, I don't think.
Second best then.
But it was just a case of everything kind of went swimmingly, and I was a sort of central focus, and I had a great time. I think that's probably all I'm allowed to say about that right now.
Darn. We'll get him back later in the season, folks, and we'll have a big interview with Pete.
Yeah.
On LPS, because we got plenty to talk about now, seeing as LPS has been out for a while, and second season's halfway done, and we'll have more to talk about later in the season. So we'll have Pete back later. Next.
Oh, this. Oh no, not that voice. I just got through my nightmares, okay, and then he brought that back.
I'm gonna keep doing it until you have daymares.
Daymares, yes. Question is to everyone.
Which is
from Luminaire. Question is favorite pony.
Surely you know that. Everybody knows that.
Mine's Big Mac.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course. Screwball's a screwball.
What about you, Kate? Yeah, but no, my favorite pony would have to be Fluttershy.
That's true. That is true.
Oh, I was just going to say that.
Yeah, what about you, King?
I stole from you, King.
You can have the same favorite.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
Next.
This one, I lost the track of the person's name, but the question is for King Harold, and the question is, what got you into the military?
Well, I did explain this the last time, but here in Norway we do have conscription, yeah. So that was my ticket into it.
The draft.
Yep, but the reason I stayed was because I found a work environment that I really enjoyed, and my colleagues are great, and the work I do I feel really matters. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Next. This one is from Zira Pony Lover. Question is, how did each of you become a brony?
Well, that's going to take forever.
Yeah, go. I don't know how to shorten that one as much as possible.
Yeah.
I think the short answer is we watched this show called My Little Pony.
Yeah, you heard of it? Just a show on the Hub on Saturdays?
Yeah.
Before LPS? Yeah, you might have heard of it.
That's right. I might have heard of it.
Next.
God, fudge cake.
Fudge cakes.
Oh, so this one is from Flutterlove. Question for everyone. If you can hang out with any pony in Equestria, who would it be and what would you do?
Okay, Pete, go for that one.
Oh, I was just thinking, who would it be if I could hang out with any pony in Equestria? And what would we do? I'm going to pick Shirley and say, talk about that funny time, that one time. Maybe that might spark something new. Who knows?
Oh, trying to steal my girl now. I see how you are.
Yep.
I see how you are. I would probably hang out with Princess Luna and we go bowling. Yeah, bowling. That's about it.
What about you, King?
I'd probably hang out with Lyra and tell her all about the humans.
Yeah, but then you'd probably be locked in her dungeon, to a wall. And she'd never let you go. Probably.
I can live with that.
I think mine would have to be... Mine's easily Fluttershy, without a doubt, because I just love her to death, and being with her, I don't know, caring for the animals would be a blast, in my opinion.
Yeah, there you go. Next!
This is from Gavin Zapp. Question to Dusty.
What?
Do you have anyone else in your family who's a brony?
I think my mom is now.
Oh.
My mom watches my show, So she's sort of like watched a couple episodes. So I think she might be. So, but I have to talk to her about that. I talked to her on Skype earlier today, so that was kind of cool. I got my mom on Skype. So now it's like every time I'm on, hi. Oh, yeah, Mom, I'm working. I'm good. Okay. Love you, Mom. I do. Next.
This one. Sorry, just getting back on it. This one's from Zira. Question is, how for you, Peter? How hard was it to get into your specific character at first? Did it come naturally?
Yeah, it did come really naturally. I didn't have a lot of time to prep the character. One of these auditions where it just sort of, I arrived at the studio and there was the material and you had sort of 5 minutes to make a decision and go into the room and do it. And so it really was. It was really. I had to figure out the fastest way to get into character, even right at the beginning. And so it was really about impulse and what felt like it was going to be the right thing from me that suited the character, and I guess it took because it works. Nowadays, if I really need to get into that character, it's about squatting. I just have to squat a little bit and get my belly engaged, and that brings my voice down. And so it's a physicality now. It was an impulse at first.
I have to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We're running out of time. Screwy, do it.
So this one is from Screwloo. Question for Peter. When you come to, how if I can say this, Animate Miami, would you care to visit my favorite Irish pub?
Oh, if I have time, I'd be happy to visit. Where is it? That's the question for me.
Yeah.
Screwloo, get on it.
Get on, Screwloo.
I'll have to wait for the Irish pizza. While we wait for that, I'll bring up another question. Question for you, Peter. Oh, wait. Oh, he says about 10 miles north.
10 miles north. Well, we'll see. If there's time, I'd be happy to. But I find that I don't really get usually too far away. But, when I'm at these things, I'm either at a convention or at my hotel, and that's kind of it. But if we have an evening free, then yeah.
Sounds good. So this one is from... One sec. Get ready for this, Dusty. James Justice! Question for Peter. If you could voice another character in the show, who would it be? And why?
Sorry, cut out. What was that for me? I missed the question there.
The question is, if you could voice another character in the show, who would it be?
Oh, any other character besides myself?
Yeah.
Rainbow Dash, because then I'd be in there every day.
Every day. Here's something that could get you in there every day. Care to Win asks, Peter, would Megan and Daniel be able to talk you into a song done by Big Mac?
Well, if that is in the cards, then I'd be happy to participate in it. I mean, my job is to show up and say what's already been created for me. So if that comes across my desk one day, if there is a one day, then yeah, I'd do it. Hell yes.
Awesome.
But who knows? Who knows?
Hopefully Megan and Daniel are listening to.
Oh.
Go.
So this one is from Lucas Mazzini. Hope I said your last name right. Question for Dusty. What is a good software for making drum tracks?
What's a good what?
A good software for making drum tracks.
I don't do that. I sing the pre-made track, so I haven't actually played around with drum tracks too much. Care to Win does most of the music for the show, and what he does. So that'd be more of a question for him. So I let him do the music. I do the singing, and it's a very happy harmony. So and we go from there. So I don't have an opinion.
You can always get me and Lee to beatbox for you.
There you go. I could do that because you do it really well. Absolutely. So, Screwy, we got one last question. Do it.
One last question, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let me try to find a good one. Okay, I'm gonna move this one up. This is from Kelvin to you, Peter. Do you still randomly say schmoopy whoopy doo to Nicole Oliver? I can only imagine it's a running joke.
No, not really. I'm afraid. I can only imagine myself saying that to her in all earnestness, and I have a feeling that would get me a stern look in response.
Stern look. And that brings us to the end of the program.
In good fun.
Yes,
a
all
stern
in good
look,
fun.
but in good fun.
Brings us to the end of the program
That's
tonight. And we're going to read out the weekly call-out sheet of the entertainment you can look forward to here on Everfree Network this week. Reading Rainboom every other Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's the radio play of fan fiction within our fandom. Cutie Art Crusaders, find and discuss the best fan art the Bronies have to offer. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Equestria Inquirer with Joe Stevens, Tech Rat Mason, and LTT.
Look at mood!
That's comedy straight from the desk in Ponyville. That's Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Then we have the new show, Into the Spotlight with Osaka Jack. Osaka interviews bros bronies within the fandom that aren't quite getting the spotlight that they should. And that is Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Then we have Sketchy Sounds Live Songcast. Sketchy plays 2 hours of live acoustic music for you. Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Brony Breakdown is Thursdays, Saber Spark and Paleo. We know the gentlemen, they do a wonderful job. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific every Thursday. Lunar Republic Takeover. Nightmare Moon takes over this very radio station for an all-request show. Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And then we go to Saturday Night Songs with Michelle Krieber. Every Saturday, Michelle will be around to talk to you about all of her actressing and singing and all that other great stuff. Go out and buy her Christmas album because it's awesome! Because that just released. Then One Tricks Mixology will be the Trance Electro and House show, Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern after that show. And then Sundays, Pegasus Live, which is the live stream show from a female point of view, and that is Sundays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And with that, we are done. So I want to thank Mr. Peter New for taking some time out of his evening and joining us.
Thank you. It was really fun, as always.
Absolutely. And for King Harold for putting this whole shindig together. And
it was my pleasure.
Absolutely. We'll be talking a little bit later to get everybody their prizes. And for Screwball for trying to keep you all in check. I do.
It was hard.
I do say trying.
Oh, no.
Galaxy Art, Cardoin, and Cowboy Dave for putting the new intro together. What's the new intro? So we'll be using the rest of the season and maybe part of 3 seasons. So check that out on the replay that Dave will put together right after we're done here. So you should see that later tomorrow, I hope. And with that, we'll see you next week. Also, one thing, we won't be here next week. We're taking a week off so that we can prep for a Christmas Eve show. Christmas Eve special right here on this program, this very program. So be here Christmas Eve, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, if you have some time. If not, catch it on the YouTubes. So with that, we'll catch you later, and we'll see you in 2 weeks on Christmas Eve. Ciao.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we'll be back soon. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.